Have you ever woken up to feel a paw gently pressing against your arm? Or found your dog nestled so tightly against you that you could hardly move? To us, it feels sweet, maybe even a little clingy, but to them, it's something far more powerful. Every press, every cuddle, every touch carries hidden meaning, messages that go unnoticed in the rush of our daily lives. What if I told you that your dog's strange nighttime habits were more than comfort, that they reveal a secret bond, a silent promise, older than words? Tonight, we'll uncover what your dog has been trying to tell you all along. It's a quiet evening. The world outside has slowed, the noise of the day fading into night. Inside the house, the lights are dim, the routine familiar. The family brushes their teeth, folds blankets, sets alarms. And somewhere in the hallway, soft paws pad along the floor. This is Max, a golden retriever with fur the color of honey and eyes that follow his owner everywhere. Every night, Max has a choice. His own plush bed sits in the corner, a gift from his loving owner, Sarah. It's soft, warm, and perfectly his size. But when bedtime comes, Max always makes the same decision. He leaps onto Sarah's bed, circles once, then presses his body tightly against her side. Sarah laughs. "He's such a Velcro dog," she says to her friends. "He just can't let me go." To her, it feels like love. To Max, it is much more. Because these nightly rituals, the paw on the arm, the body pressed close, are not random. They are instinct, trust, emotion, and loyalty woven into action. They are the story of wolves sleeping in packs for survival, the story of family bonds unbroken through centuries, the story of a dog who chooses closeness not out of habit, but out of need. And Sarah isn't alone. Every dog owner knows this scene. The moment you turn off the lights, your dog settles in. Sometimes at your feet, sometimes against your back, sometimes with their head resting on your chest, their breathing syncing with yours. You might sigh, maybe laugh, maybe shift to make room. But have you ever stopped to wonder, why? Why do they choose us? Night after night. It's easy to dismiss it as comfort, a soft bed, a warm body. But as we'll discover, this nightly closeness carries hidden messages that reveal how your dog truly sees you, not just as an owner, but as family, as protector, as partner, and sometimes as the very reason they feel safe enough to close their eyes. To understand why dogs press against us at night, we have to look at the layers of meaning, each one deeper than the last. 1. Safety and instinct. This story begins thousands of years ago. Long before dogs slept in homes, their ancestors' wolves huddled together in the wild. Sleeping close wasn't a choice. It was survival. Warmth against the cold, strength against predators. A circle of bodies that meant protection through the night. That instinct never left. When your dog presses against you, they're replaying a ritual older than history itself. You may have central heating, blankets, and locked doors, but for your dog, closeness still means safety. Imagine a husky puppy in Alaska, curling against its siblings in the snow. That same instinct lives on in your beagle, your shepherd, your terrier. Every press of their body is a reminder, you are my pack, my circle of safety. 2. Bonding and emotional connection. By survival, there's emotion. Dogs bond through touch. Every time they press close, their body releases oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds mothers and babies. Take Emma, who adopted a rescue beagle named Daisy. At first, Daisy was skittish. She avoided touch, kept her distance. But one night, weeks after arriving, Daisy crept closer. Emma woke to find a small paw resting against her arm. Daisy had finally chosen closeness. That night was the beginning of trust. Your dog's paw on your arm or their body leaning into yours is not just affection. It's their way of saying, I belong to you, and you belong to me. 3. Comfort and emotional regulation. Similes. Dogs press close not for you but for themselves. The world is loud. Thunderstorms, fireworks, doorbells, arguments, loneliness. For a dog, your presence is the anchor that steadies their fears. Think of Titan, a German shepherd who trembled during storms. His owner, Lisa, noticed he would wedge himself against her legs, his body shaking. She thought he was being clingy. Then she realized she wasn't just his owner. She was his safe place. When your dog presses close, They may be regulating their own emotions, drawing calm from your heartbeat, your warmth, your stillness. 4. Protection and guarding. Other times, the meaning is reversed. Your dog isn't seeking protection. They're offering it. Dogs often position themselves strategically at night, at the foot of the bed, facing the door, leaning across your legs. These aren't random spots, they are posts, like a guard on watch. Consider Bruno, a pit mix in Texas. Every night, he slept with his back against his young owner, eyes toward the hallway. One night, when a stranger rattled the doorknob, Bruno was up in an instant, already between danger and his boy. Even in sleep, he had been standing guard. Your dog's closeness may be their silent way of saying, "Rest easy. I'll take the night shift." 5. Habit and routine. Then there is habit. Dogs thrive on routine. Once they discover a place that feels right, they return night after night. Over time, that closeness becomes ritual. Molly, a dachshund, curled under her owner's arm from the very first night. Years later, old and gray, she still slid into the same spot, sighing as if to say, "This is where I belong." It's easy to laugh and say, "My dog is stuck in her ways," but in truth, habits are how dogs write their love into daily life. And all of these meanings, survival, bonding, comfort, protection, routine, connect to something we explored in our last video: what it really means when dogs cuddle so close at night. In that story, we uncovered the psychology of bedtime cuddles, how dogs don't just sleep near us for warmth, but often as a declaration of trust. If you haven't seen it, you'll want to watch after this, because tonight's topic is the missing piece, the behavior that ties their cuddles to something even deeper, their vow to protect, even in silence. So let's push further, because beneath all these layers lies one final truth, and it's the one that changes everything. Here it is, the revelation most owners never see. When your dog presses against you at night, they are making a choice, not just where to sleep, but who to guard. Dogs never fully let their guard down. Even in deep sleep, their ears twitch, their noses stir. They're always half ready, yet they give that half ready state to you. Sometimes they press into your chest, sometimes across your legs, sometimes they face the door, placing their back to you. Each position says the same thing: I'll protect you, even in my dreams. This isn't just instinct, it's love.